I already feel I'm going to get quite a lot of backlash for this statement, but I'm not the biggest fan of the Brendan Fraser Mummy trilogy. There, I said it. In The Mummy, an ancient evil princess called Almanac is resurrected from her tomb and plans to rebuild our world into her own. Now, Universal was nothing until the monster movies saw the light of day, and as a massive fan of those original classic monster films, I wanted nothing more than this film to work out. And honestly, the idea of Universal taking all their classic monster characters like Dracula and the Mummy and the Wolfman and Phantom of the Opera and bringing them all together for this dark universe excites me. But sadly, I have to say their first outing in this planned universe is a bit mixed bag for me. It's not a complete train wreck, but ultimately walking out, it's kind of a harmless and forgettable tale. Now honestly, The Mummy was quite a lot to digest. And honestly, the movie has moments of greatness, and the film is at its best when it's embracing those horror roots that it come from. And there's actually a lot more horror to be found in this film than the trailer suggested, and of course I welcome this with open arms. But I still have to admit that I love the horror so much that I wish this movie had more of it. I wish that the horror was at the front and center of the movie and the action was just a back burner. But I definitely felt like the action, when it came, it overshadowed a lot of the horrific elements that could have been in this movie. Because there are some really good, fun, scary moments in this film. And I would have to say the highlight of this movie is this really fun sequence where Tom Cruise's character is actually being followed and tormented by the mummy herself, and it leads to this really cool sequence in the woods that I just thought was so much fun. And as for the mummy herself, she's terrific. The actress who plays her, Sophia, she brings the mummy to life in a really fun and exciting way, and she's absolutely scary and feels like an actual threat, not only to Tom Cruise's character, but to our actual world that we live in. And Tom Cruise himself looks to be having a lot of fun in this role, and regardless of any issues that this movie may present, he certainly makes it watchable. Now, The Mummy is certainly an entertaining film, but an entertaining mess of a film. At times, it's a fun, dumb monster movie, and at other times, it's just plain dumb. The script is extremely weak and all over the place in terms of tone. The worst thing has to be the humor. The humor has got to go. If you're gonna have a dark universe, you gotta keep it dark. Leave the jokes at home, and particularly Jake Johnson from New Girl. He's absolutely terrible in this film and doesn't have a single good joke, and yet he's given plenty of the film's attempt at humor. And the direction that his character goes in is just straight lazy, in my opinion. Overall, when The Mummy is embracing its horror roots, it's pure Hollywood fun. But due to some weak characters, a poor script, and a ton of exposition and setup for a future film, The Mummy starts unraveling itself a bit too quickly. As the score goes, I'm going to give The Mummy a 2.5 out of 5. So you guys, let me know in the comment section below if you're a big Universal Monster fan, and what do you think of this movie if you saw it. And until next time, I'm the Slash Movier, and you guys have just been slashed.